I'm going to show you some more things about manipulating Word. The first thing I want to show you is about the ribbon. So no matter what ribbon you're on, it doesn't matter where you are, up here at the very top, next to your name or the name of the person who owns this computer, there's a little box with an arrow in it. And if I click on that, I can auto hide the ribbon, which really makes everything go away. But I still have this little box. So if that happens and you wonder what happened to it, click on that little box and you can show the tabs. Now all that did was show the tabs and my quick access toolbar. If you click on one of those, the ribbon pops down. Sometimes if you're on a laptop, it's nice to have it this way because it gives you a little more room to work with. But I like mine to show everything, so I'm going to click on the little box with the arrow again and tell it to show tabs and commands. So if you lose that, that's how you get it back. The next thing I want to do is show you how to split the window. And I've got a portion of my dissertation up here just to show you. I'm going to go to View and I'm going to click on Split. And what that does is take the exact same document and split it in two so that you can look at the top and the bottom of the document at the same time. So I'm going to click on the bottom one and I'm going to do Control N to go clear to the bottom where my references are. See how that is? Got all my references there. Then I'm going to go up to the top one and I'm going to scroll and I'm going to say, let's see, I think I'll go to the significance of the study. And because I used the feature in Word to make my table of contents, I can click on the 10 and it'll take me to significance of the study. Now right here I've got two references. Here's one for Douglas and here's one for Wacker and Roberto. And what I need to know with this, how many pages are there? 150 pages or so, 146 I think it is. I need to know without having to scroll and look and then scroll back up and then scroll back down. I just want to know if these two references I've actually put in my reference pages already. And here's Wacker. So yes, I've done Wacker and Roberto. So I can feel comfortable about that one. And then I need to look up Douglas. Now, I'm in the W's, so I have to scroll up, and you can use the sidebar here, but see, I only have to scroll up through my references. I don't have to scroll up through my whole document to get to Douglas, and there he is. So I was able to get Douglas and see that he's in there. And that's what you would use a split screen for. Another thing you could use it for, one of the things I had to do was move some things. So like if you wanted to say education cultural for senior citizens and wanted to take that whole section. So I did click and then shift and then click. You could cut that here and go up here. And right after significance, you could just put that in right there. And now I've got my track changes on, so it underlined it and made it green. But it's gone from here and it's put up here where I wanted it. If you want to get rid of the split, you just click on Remove Split and it takes it away. Okay? I've been working on this with I was working on this version with my teacher, so I had quite a few notes in here as well. All right, the next thing we're going to do is talk about a new document with the same a new copy of the same document. So I'm going to click on New Window, and you'll see now up here it says number 2. So now I have two documents open, and I'm going to show you. If I go down here, you can see there's two documents open. Now what I'm going to do is go to View and tell it to show me these two documents side by side. And here it says, which other document do you want? And I want the other one that's like this. So I'm going to say OK. And there they are, both documents. Now I'm going to go to the top of both documents. And you'll see that synchronous scrolling is on. And what that means is, as I scroll, I'm getting, they're scrolling together. so I can look at these pages together. I obviously have something different that's making them not line up exactly. But there you go. I can just scroll along and see case study, case study. Yeah, I've got that. Reference, reference. I've got that. Now, if I want to go down to my references, and then I wanted to look here, see, it took me to both places. It's just a way for you to synchronously scroll side by side. Synchronous means together at the same time. Now, that's with just a new document of the same thing. So like if you wanted to do something with the document, now this is my number 1 and this is my number 2, and what if I wanted to use this base but change it to something else? And that's what you would use this for. You can also have synchronous scrolling with just any miscellaneous document that you wanted to put up here, so you could compare. If you had a version and someone else had a version, you could compare them that way. There's also other compare options, but I just wanted to show you that real quick. Also viewing side by side. Let me get a new window open again. So now you know I've got 2. And I'm going to show you a keyboard shortcut that I love. I'm going to click on Window, and then I'm going to click on the right arrow key, and it takes it right over to the right side of my screen. Then I can click on any one of these things, and it'll put it on the left. So let me show you that again, and I'll pick something else. So I'm going to click on the Window key and the right arrow, or you could choose the left arrow, and then I'm going to click on my sticky notes, and see it put my sticky notes on this side. So if you need to have 2 things open, you can do that at the same time. Okay. The next thing I want to show you is the view option. You know, this is minimize, this is maximize, and this is close. So I'm going to maximize it. And I'm going to show you on the view option, you have some things that you can do. For instance, you can just say, I want to see 1 page, and it'll make it nicely 1 page. See my little, where my cursor is here at the top, and it says double click to hide the white space. If you're having this problem, this is how you get it back. I'm going to double click, and see, now you can't see the heading. It just put everything together. It took out all the margin, top and bottom margin. And that's just a view thing. It's just a view thing. So if that happens to you, put your cursor here, double click, and it'll all come back, and you can see the pages again. Okay, so now you can also say I want to see multiple pages at a time, and it'll show you 2 pages at a time. And if you change the zoom, I'm going to hold down the Control key and roll my mouse back to change the zoom. I can see more pages at a time. Now I'm going to hold the Control key down and move my mouse towards the screen, and that makes it larger. So you have an option to do zoom there, zoom here, and zoom here. Okay. And then there's one other thing that it gives you, and that's page width. If you do that, it makes it really big. Makes your page fill the whole screen. So have fun with your options to view, and let me know if you've got questions.